Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Jorge Castillo, Dodgers beat writer for the LA Times, alongside Dylan Hernandez, columnist with the LA Times. Happy to be here. We're here at Dodger Stadium a few hours before the Dodgers begin a four-game set against the Chicago Cubs, two of the better teams, best teams in the National League. A lot going on with the Dodgers. They officially put Corey Seager on the injured list. He strained his left hamstring. He's going to be out for a while. I heard maybe 4 to 6 weeks is around the timetable. He was just getting hot, and it's one of the first times they're facing adversity this season.
Yeah, you could kind of see, right? I mean, rough patch is going to be kind of a relative term here, but like you said, everything's kind of gone to form so far. And if anything, because of the substantial lead they built up, it's almost kind of getting ready for October. And in that sense, I'm not looking at this with too much panic. I think one thing, though, that's kind of disappointing, I think, right, is that the last 3 weeks, obviously you're talking about a guy who's, kind of been up there with Mike Trout as like one of the best players in baseball.
10 doubles in the last 3 weeks. His OPS is over 1,000. He's been a very good player. The guy that they imagined him being after the Tommy John and hip surgeries last year. While other guys have been, quote unquote, struggling. Cody Bellinger's not been like the Cody Bellinger for the first, 6 weeks, the last couple of weeks. Alex Verdugo's been struggling. Jock Peterson. So to lose him now is kind of a tough spot. But like you said, this is all about getting ready for October. This is all about, seeing who they have for October. And one of the big things about October is the bullpen. Do they have the bullpen in place? It's obvious that they don't. They're going to have to improve the bullpen at some point here and over the next month and a half before the trade deadline.
I'm going to be the positive guy here for once. Okay, I think the last 9 appearances, I believe.
Do you think?
Kenley Jansen, scoreless,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And kind of the one thing here is, I've been here much longer than you have,
yes,
right?
You have.
Because I'm getting old.
Yeah, well, and I'm new here.
And one thing that you kind of do see, right, especially since Kenley's been the closers, it all kind of starts with him, right? And once he's right, it allows, I think, Roberts to kind of set everything else up behind it. He now knows, right? I mean, we've even seen him, kind of make that 4+ out saves. They know, okay, he's back. I think that now it allows Roberts to kind of really, okay, this doesn't work. Okay, now we can go here. You don't really have to do things with the 9th inning in mind anymore, because that's kind of been taken care of. So, I think maybe they add a guy at the trade deadline. A couple of these guys figure it out, and then maybe you're kind of in decent shape. The Joe Kelly thing, I think, is disconcerting, just because, at least from what I saw the other night, they're almost trying to change who he is as a pitcher, right?
Right.
You've been doing one thing the whole time, and it's like, hey, why don't you try this? You might as well ask, a first baseman to go, hey, why don't you try catching?
Right.
They have him pitching backwards a little bit, not too crazy about that. The guy's got 100,
Yeah.
right? And I don't think that's going to change. That's who he is, right? And if he's going to work, it's going to be because of the fastball. So I'm not really too sure why they're playing around with that too much.
Right. The thing is, I think before the trade deadline, I think they're going to add a big piece for the bullpen. I don't think it's going to be a minor guy. I think it's going to be, Brad Hand might be out there, Sean Doolittle, Will Smith. There are guys out there. I think they're going to add a big left-handed piece to the bullpen. So that's what I.
Well, that's actually kind of interesting, because I think that the last couple of years, right, in Darvish and Machado, it kind of felt like, okay, they went out and got these guys kind of because they needed to, right? They were clearly like a piece short, and here they kind of are too, but it feels like they're almost kind of closer in some ways, and kind of right in all off-season we're talking about where they were relative to the luxury tax. There was this feeling that, okay, they don't want to spend too much, give up too much prospect capital. That would be, I think, a huge statement on part of management, right? If they did commit that, it would say, yeah, we really feel we're just like one piece away, which I actually think they are.
And one last point before we leave here is I think we should bring up Hyun-Jin Ryu, who's been the best pitcher in baseball. And
it's just kind of, everything's just kind of come together, right? He's always been like a miracle man of sorts, right? He doesn't throw bullpens. He's actually right-handed, right? He smokes cigarettes. He's not in great physical condition. Yet, the one thing the scouts all rave about is his pitchability, right? He knows how to pitch. He knows how to set guys up. He knows how to change speeds. And, kind of in this era of, harder, and even harder than that, it's just kind of a different look. And I'm wondering if maybe that's kind of part of the success, right? Is that you're a major league hitter right now. You come out, most days you're seeing 95 plus,
right,
and all of a sudden this guy's moving the ball around, changing speeds on you. Maybe it's not that hard, but maybe kind of the uniqueness, enhances his effectiveness.
You always hear these guys say, a guy can throw 100, but if you can throw 100 over the middle, we're going to hit it. This guy, all quadrants, just like he can spin everything, all 4 or 5 pitches he has. It's like it's pretty cool to watch. Like you said, a guy who's like kind of going against the grain, sort of against the trend of baseball velocity. And I think guys on the other side who are trained to hit velocity, not seeing guys like him all the time. We're kind of nitpicking. They're in first place by a mile.
Yeah, we're waiting for October.
For June 13, they'll be fine. Unless barring some kind of like crazy collapse.
Yeah, July, August, September. We got
a long time.
Yeah, we got 3.5 months basically to work.
All right, guys. Jorge Castillo, Dylan Hernandez. Appreciate it. Thank you.